Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Honest Jack, they're still Lake Jackson, and we're going back to the grill. But this is something like if not everybody eats meat, that's Zool saying hi. Not everybody eats meat. You want to cook something on the grill, poolside. This is great. I love it. I eat meat, but I still really much enjoy this. This is going to be great. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bells when we get these on Tuesdays and Fridays. And also, we got merch link down to the doobly-doo for our aprons and fake hands and spatulas and spoons and flippers and my dishwasher going off in the background. And let's just get into it. All right, this is super simple. You can get the Italian seasoning. It's up to you. I'm not a big fan. Salt, if you want to season it. You're going to need some fresh mozzarella. I got some pesto, optional, and you're going to need tomatoes. That's it. Like, the biggest part of this is just the tomatoes and the cheese. But you can get any kind of these. I prefer the small aromas, but you can use the big ones. We're going to just show the difference here. First things first, wash your veg, man. Go clean your stuff. All right, once you get them nice cut, like, I'm going to cut these indoors. You can do this outside. And these big ones, I'm going to do into 3, just because that's a lot of friggin' tomato, and the smaller ones you can just cut in half. Usually just do them, lengthways, I guess, instead of heightways. But yeah, just cut them into these big rings. They hold together better this way. But I do them here and then move out to the pool. Just to, I think it's more sanitary, I guess, to do it this way. So you set these on low. It'll get about 250, 300 at the most. And just adjust it all down to low. Now remember, if you're using a public grill like I'm using, be sure to clean it. You got spider webs and who knows who cooked what here, so be sure to clean it first, okay? And here's like, when mine's lit, it cooks more at the back. I'll show you how it affects my tomatoes later. Ignore the other food on the grill here. This is from other videos. That'll be the grilled pineapple to one side that we posted last Tuesday, and the fish, that's coming up soon. So put your tomatoes out here, just put them face side down if you only cut them in half. If you did them in thirds, just pick a side to be the top side. Now, I should have put my bigger ones at the back because it cooks faster in this grill. Now, everybody's grill's different, so be sure to watch that. If it starts cooking it further at one end or the back, it's like having a favorite, like burner on your stove. I go ahead and close this up and let them sit for about 4 minutes just to check them. They're starting to get warm. You want to set them for about 8, and you'll notice the skin will start peeling because it starts to grill. Be careful, it makes them slippery. Just turn them face up. Right, and if they're small like this and they start mushing into the grill, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and try to pull it off as best you can. And be careful, that skin will slip. You want to leave it on there, okay? Again, this was out after about 10 minutes of sitting on that grill. And in the back, what I should have done is move those big ones into the back, but I didn't. Move it closer to the fire because they need more cooking time, okay? So I flip them right side up here. I let them sit for another 2 minutes. All right, just with the lid closed. Let them cook that bottom side a little bit more. Pulled off my pineapple and stuff. I hope you pay attention to this. And then you get your mozzarella. Or mozzarella? Yeah, it's mozzarella. It's just a fancy way that I learned on TikTok from a friend. It's just cut slices in this, put it on here. Now, I enjoy more of this, but because our budget was under $10, I could only afford the one chunk of the mozzarella, so I had to cut it a little thin on some of these. Now, as it starts to melt, it will slip a little bit, so be careful, especially if you don't have them cut perfect, or if they've cooked and mushed a little one side, it will start running into your grill and catch fire. So just use a fork or something to try to pull off that stuff or try to keep recentering. Just go ahead, get that big piece on that big one. Now this little one, it stuck really well, so I just roll it over, give it a little piece of mozzarella, and just put it in here. Now once you get the cheese on here, you want to close the lid and let it sit for about 4 minutes. It'll melt it nice and good and start getting gooey. Now once it does this, go back and get whatever you're going to season it with. Like I just put the basil pesto on it, just a little dab in each one. You can also hit it with your Italian seasoning or just salt and pepper, or you can just leave it. You don't have to use anything for it, and just use the natural curing salts in the cheese. Cover it, let it sit for 2 minutes, pull it off. I didn't have the final pull. I apologize. I was scrambling. I was cooking like 12 things, so I just forgot to have it when I pulled these off. Or I thought it was running, and I recorded something else and then turned it off when I tried to do this. But this is great. It's well under our budget, right? The cheese is the biggest expenditure here. Your mozzarella or mozzarella, depends on where you're from, or if you're talking to, anybody at the Sopranos thing. So, just try this out. If you do it differently, let me know, but this one's absolutely amazing. I wouldn't trust it for food prep because you'd have to reheat the tomatoes, and reheated tomatoes get mushy. If anybody who's ever tried to reheat a Burger King burger can tell you that. So, yeah, try this one out. And there you have it, folks. This turned out really well. I had a little trouble with the skin, as you can tell, like so it slipped off, whatever, but this turned out really well. It's warm. You gotta like tomatoes, though. Like, I have heard somebody say you can try it with avocados, but I was worried it would mush through the grill of my grill. So if you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on social media. Let us know over there. We're on Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. We're all those that live between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us on Instagram and live between. You have to shorten it down over there. You can find me on all of those, including Twitter and TikTok, where I do little videos and stuff, all under my name, Osway Nerdy. I'm pretty sure Jack has some kind of stuff over there. He manages all the rest of our stuff for living between Paychecks Kitchen. So drop him a line too. And I'll see y'all next time. I'm going to go back out to the grill and film another episode before my dishwasher comes on. It makes me look silly again. Y'all be safe.